Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter the Master of Hobbits, today joined by
Brett.
Avenomyces checking out some more Czech lager. Some more Czech Pilsner, courtesy of Josef, who was kind enough to bring some fresh Czech lagers for us to try.
Yeah.
Was home on vacation over Christmas, lives in our city, brought some awesome beer back, so thanks a ton, man. Very, very kind of you. I mean, a load of these small Czech brewers, they want you to drink the beers within a couple of weeks of tapping. So, like, if they're tapped in growlers or whatever, they give, like, shelf lives that are just, like, 6 months max. So, it's not often something you see distributed. And then also in terms of marketing it, I think it's also would be something that'd be hot to sell. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's not the prettiest artwork in the world. But in Josef's mind, this is one of the best, if not the best, Czech Pilsner he's ever had. So
in a 750.
In a 750, I love that.
Yeah.
So this is from Praška, or is it Slaný? Maybe Slaný, because it's called something with Slaný. I'm not entirely sure, actually. I should have looked up the city where it's from. But it's from his hometown. There's 2 breweries in his hometown. We tried one, which was an awesome 10 Play-Doh Pilsner with a little bit of caramel malt. Mm-hmm. This is from, let's see if we can, Pivovar Antoš Antošův, and this is their Antoš Antošův ležák 11. So this is an 11 Play-Doh beer from Czech Republic. This is also Czech Pils. It's 4.7, so the 11 Play-Doh is because it's higher original gravity, so it will have a higher ABV. This is 30 IBU, and it even has a color, EPM, 11.8%. So more classic Czech beer that, you know, Josef loves. And I think it's awesome we get to try this. Yeah. Because, as I said in previous videos, I've had my interest peaked in terms of Czech beer, or specifically Czech Pilsner and lagers, just because I've never had the awesome stuff. Like, I've had macro stuff. My frame of reference in Czech beer actually turns out to be shit. Or both of us. We haven't had much more than the commercial examples.
Yeah.
And then Vinohradska 11 came around. We were like, whoa, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So, this one, we got some info again, translated with Google Translate, because everything is in Czech, but this is apparently the brewery's most sought-after beer. It's a traditional lighter Czech lager, and it's characterized by a full taste and mild yet strong bitterness, and they use the highest quality hops from the nearby Czech region, which is where Saaz hops originate from, and then they use light malts from Moravian Hana, which I don't know if that's a region.
I think that's also an area.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And then they say that the delicacy of their lager is enhanced by an excellent taste and thick white foam. And we saw that foam when we poured it, but it's settled right now because we tried to do the milk pour for thumbnails because it looks awesome. Also switched up the glassware because we're 2 people now, and it looks better in a proper kind of pint-style glass instead of a...
Wow, I've got...
loads of particles, me too.
Yeah.
Instead of a wine glass.
But
yeah.
It's quite, you know...
very bright and light golden yellow.
And it's more carbonated.
Yeah,
than the one
but it's still not as crazy as German's.
No.
It's definitely lighter.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful golden yellow color. Those particles, it's a bit of trub of sorts, I think.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of haze. But apparently a lot of these Czech craft lagers are unfiltered.
Which is nice.
Yeah. More flavor and a nice white head. And we poured it was like thick, frothy, eggshell white. But let's try and smell this one. It smells really nice. Definitely more hop-centric. More, and less focus on like brioche breadiness. There's definitely loads of fresh bread, but it's more of a lighter toast type thing.
Yeah.
Almost like supermarket toast. If you get that fresh.
But it's like toasted bread.
Yeah, lightly toasted.
Yeah, lightly toasted bread, but also like fresh herbs.
Yeah, fresh herbs. Definitely a classic peppery sauce vibe.
Yeah.
But there is also a little bit of the citrus fruitiness.
Yeah. I'm also like thyme.
Floral vibes. Yeah, I totally see thyme.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit harder to smell out of these glasses, but it's also filled to the brim. Let's try it. We can smell more afterwards. Cheers. Thanks a ton, Josef. Definitely more bright and hop-centric than the other one.
And also, you know, just more effervescent.
Oh, nice. More snappy bitterness, peppery bitterness. That's really fucking good.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that crazy freshly baked breadiness, and you can taste that it's also not as fresh as the other one. I think the other one had a bit more of a fresh lager. It's like when you've drunk a few lagers, you really start to pinpoint when a beer is fresher. And that one definitely tasted like, as it was 6 days old.
Yeah.
This tastes like it's probably like a couple months down the road.
Yeah.
But it's still tasting great. Super, like it's very much in the vein of something like Vinohradsky 11, but maybe a bit more full-bodied.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say as like vibrant in hop character, but it's still, plenty, expressive.
And the other beer, I don't know if this one's the same, but most of these are decoction mash too, which a lot of the classic breweries, both in Germany and Czech.
It's super crackery.
Yeah, it's really crackery.
Yeah.
More like crackery, snappy, bready kind of flavor.
Yeah.
This leans even more towards what I associate with the German pils. But again, like
lots of time.
Yes, but the big thing is like the difference in terms of hop profile of the fruitiness. Like it's more of herby, kräuter, spicy flavors than it is like that really fruity, citrusy. Like that's why I love, for example, Mittelfrüh and Sophia, because there's so much more fruity in elderflower and all that.
Yeah.
Like Sophia is like supercharged Mittelfrüh. This is like it's very much like it's probably Saaz is probably one of the hops. It's from the Saaz region where it's grown, but it reminds me of just like really classic hop character, but it's really well made.
It's just, it is really well made, done to a Czech lager. It's that super fresh, like herby, grassy character.
Peppery, white pepper.
Yeah.
As you said, thyme, little bit, and more citrus pith, like actual lemon pith. Really pithy lemon. It's not like that fruity lemon. It's just like that dry, waxy pith almost.
Yeah.
Or pith and peel.
Crackery malt base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he said his favorite, especially when he has it at home. And I imagine drinking this fresh, it will be more mind-blowing.
Oh, yeah. I don't think this is not fresh.
No.
But like super fresh on tap.
But it's just like you could totally taste the other beer was only a few days old, and that was amazing. The freshness of that crazy bright lager was, or not bright, but like just the crazy freshness of it. Like this is more bright, but this like that crazy fresh beer flavor was awesome.
Yeah, but it's also because lager is such a delicate style, so it really if you have really fresh ingredients in there. It just shines, and it doesn't take much. It's easy for it to fall a bit off when it's such a delicate style.
It's going down way too fast. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
But that's how it is with these beers. They were meant to be really crushable, really refreshing, oddly drinkable.
But I love the slightly more effervescent character of this one. But I agree, it doesn't have the same kind of fresh vibrancy to it as the other one. But I guess it's just maybe.
I think so. It's not at the brewery.
Freshness thing.
But the thing is, even though he picked it up at the brewery, that being said, brewers still, when we sell IPAs at our brewery, sometimes that IPA has been sitting at the brewery for maybe 6 weeks. Still, it's not like all the time, unless you're a hype brewery, that you sell every release like that. But just maybe sit around in the bottle for a bit because they focus more on maybe the cake production or serving straight from the cellars, as he talked about.
Yeah.
When he was over.
They probably have more people drinking it from tap.
Yes. But it's still fantastic. I'll score it the same as the other one. I like it. I think the thing is like it's tooth and nail situation because like I like the brightness and more zestiness and whatnot on this. I prefer that over that like really hefty bready flavor.
Yeah,
on the
other
style
of this one.
Yes, but I think I would rate this even higher if it was a tad fresher maybe.
Yeah.
So like
if it was as fresh as the other one.
Yes, then it would probably be 95, 96 world class kind of Pilsner. Whereas right now it's around that 93.4 range. But it's again, man, it's amazing to have your eyes opened by such a classic historic beer style that you maybe took for granted a bit. I'll be honest, I've taken Czech beer for granted. I had a couple mass-produced examples, like buttery German, and I think it's just one of the reasons why I also really discovered the German stuff and got more into it. It's also because, I've always liked Pilsners. I've never been that fired up about them until a few years ago. I think first of all, becoming a brewer, working with German brewers, and traveling in Germany with work.
Yeah. You've been traveling in Germany and not in the Czech Republic.
Yes, so traveling to all these small Gauleigers drinking their fresh pilsners just like straight from the tanks. It's just like, oh, so good.
Yeah.
Whereas I haven't had that epiphany with Czech beer until like fucking last year, which is making me want to go to the Czech Republic.
I will still say I probably like Vineyardski 11 a bit more than this.
I will agree with that. When it's really fresh, I might like it a little bit more. But it would be fun to try them blind side by side at the same freshness and whatever. But like, if any of you guys have any Czech pilsners you think we should try, please comment it.
Yeah.
We got a few comments in some old videos about it. Some ones to try, and actually Josef got some of them, but the only one I think that was requested he could find was Radegast 12. But that's more of an industrial beer, but known for being very bitter, which we will probably like. But yeah, fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Czech beer.
Crusher.
Such a crusher. We smashed the 750 in 11 minutes almost. Like, that's how good it is. So, yeah, if you guys had a chance, or is it a 7? I think it's 750.
It is. It's the same as the Trillium. Also,
that's
Trillium
right,
bottles.
Right. Yeah, it's not 66. But yeah, if you guys had a chance to try a Pivovar Antoš Antošův ležák 11, let us know what you thought of it. That's one of the things with beer. You don't always have to seek out crazy. You can find really well brewed, awesome old school stuff too. Yeah. And once you get back to that swing of things, you discover a whole new world of beer that you kind of neglected because you were just looking for the next crazy thing. Yeah. Yeah. And I hope more people will open their eyes to that, because it still seems like people aren't really getting it. I think people need to come full circle, like us.
It will maybe slowly happen, but let's see.
Beers like this are just so crushable. I love it. And it's just so flavorsome and tasty. But soft, subtle. Again, not fucking triple fruited Goza, quadruple dry hop New England IPA, pastry stout territory. But for what they are.
Which can be fun, but...
I totally agree. But this stuff needs recognition. This is not bad beer. This is not a 3.3 or 3.2 and Untapped as an average. It's just like, that's how it is with lagers. Yeah. Because it's
but a straight fruit puree is at least a 4.
Yes. Yeah. That you could
by industry standard.
Yes. Yeah. If you're a beer geek. Yeah. But yeah, no, we're gonna stop being idiots. Yeah. If you guys had this, let us know what you thought of it. It was really fun to try this, Josef. Thanks so much for sharing this with us. We got a couple more, a lot of lagers, but also actually now we made fun of pastry beer, but some pastry sour, but because it's one of his favorite breweries. I think series. They do a few in that series. Siberia. Yeah, Siberia. We've had a couple of their beers actually. But yeah, it'll be fun to try those. So thanks a ton, Josef. So yeah, guys, if you were lucky enough to try this one, let us know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers and delicious Czech lager beer. And see you guys in another beer review.